Question 11, Simon O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
Order.
My questions to the Minister of Science and Innovation and asks, how is the government encouraging New Zealand businesses to undertake more research and development?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, just wait for Ms King to
Order.
Let
I
it go.
now called the Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Earlier this month, Mr Speaker, I announced it's important we get this, Mr Speaker, because the Labor Party doesn't understand this ICT stuff and innovation stuff's going on. So I think
Order. Would the Minister now simply address the question?
Earlier this month, I announced that 31 high-tech New Zealand businesses have been awarded 140. Listen, Mr Cunliffe, because you don't know it's happening. $140 million over 3 years to assist with their research and development programs. R&D growth grants available to mid-sized and large New Zealand-based businesses provide each company 20% co-funding for up to $5 million a year to help encourage the conduct of business research and development in New Zealand. As part of our business growth agenda, the government is committed to creating the right environment and incentives for business to double their expenditure on R&D to more than 1% of GDP, and we're making good progress on that target. Business innovation is crucial for New Zealand companies in a tough international environment. These grants help our businesses invest more so they can compete more effectively internationally.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Simon O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. How do businesses qualify for these growth grants, and what other R&D support is available?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, R&D growth grants are available to New Zealand-based businesses with a track record in research and development and a commitment to spend at least $300,000 in a year, at least 1.5% of revenue on R&D occurring in New Zealand. The $140 million in funding is part of a wider, listen, you'll get there, a wider business R&D support program administered by Callaghan Innovation, R&D growth grants, R&D student grants, and yes, Tracy, R&D project grants for smaller businesses, with a total of $566 million available over 4 years. The project grants are available for smaller companies and those that are new to R&D, while incubator support programs assist start-up businesses.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Simon O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. What other policy proposals did the Minister consider for encouraging high-growth, innovative businesses, particularly those based online?
Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Speaker, I'm always considering suggestions, and I considered one suggestion that I received yesterday, which was about shutting down major websites if the government of the day doesn't like them. However, I don't think the proposed Facebook ban from the Labor Party is likely to encourage innovation in the New Zealand ICT sector. So while we have no plans to introduce a great firewall of New Zealand's for social media websites, we do appreciate the suggestion from a Mr Clark all the same, and I think we can observe that he's had an even worse start to his year than Mr Cunliffe has.
Question number 12, Dr. Roger.